Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks were down. Crazy week. Did a bunch of puts last week at the end of the week. That's trading, okay? Now, I have to start with this because I got a couple messages. And this is a psychological thing, guys. And I'm going to tell you. People sending messages, Sam, I had calls, I can't buy puts. Okay, so you can trade differently. You could have sold your Microsoft. You could have sold your Microsoft way up, and you could have not bought the puts. So you would have sold your Microsoft at 5 or 6 or 7. Or you could have bought Microsoft puts like we did and take 2 points. Or bought NVIDIA and take 5 points. Okay? But you can't, and this is why I stress expect zero. If you expect zero, then you're going to have no problem buying puts. Okay? But here's the market you have. Things are going to go up, things are going to go down. That is going to happen. Okay? Then we see. Okay? Microsoft has earnings tomorrow, and it's a double banger, basically. Because there's two sets of news that matter. One is, and see here, yesterday aggravated me that some clown on Twitter that doesn't understand that my tweet said, will Microsoft guide to Copilot? And he doesn't understand, and he's like, oh, this asshole Sam doesn't know how to type. He doesn't know what he's talking. It was perfect. Will Microsoft guide to Copilot? Copilot is what they're going to charge $30. If they don't guide to that means they're not going to release it in the next 3 months. That means the stock is going to go to 300 and maybe 280. If they guide to it, then they're going to release it, and the stock's going to rip to 370, 380. See, you just can't be lazy. Let me tell you, years ago, people used to ask me a question, well, Sam, how do you change a flat tire? Just making up shit. Okay, you Google it. If somebody asks you, okay, I don't know the phone number to this, I can't find it. All you got to do is Google it. Let me tell you, I went for an interview with Google many, many years ago. And I didn't get the job. Because the way Google does it is you interview 5 people, they go back to their desk and they say hire or don't hire. And if any one of them says don't hire, you don't get it. Well, the manager already wanted me. But this one guy asked me this question. He asked me this question, I'll never forget it. He said, if you're going to digitize all the books in the library, which ones do you start with? Because there's such a monumental task. And I came up with this thing. I said, okay, we need to go figure out which ones are used the most, checked out the most. Oh, just all this. I put all this thinking behind it. This was way, way back when, guys. Okay? And I gave him this 5-minute answer. It was a great answer. And you know what he told me? He came out and he goes, you think wrong. The answer's wrong. Blatantly told me. He goes, all you have to do is Google it. You go Google which books are used the most. Which books are checked out the most. It's all there. It's all there. So if somebody tells you what Copilot, or Sam tweets at, a lazy guy that's going to fail, and he deserves to fail. I think if you're lazy, you deserve to fail. That's me. I think if you're lazy, you should go to zero, and you should completely fail. Okay? And all you have to do is, what does Copilot have to do with Microsoft? Boom, tells you. Anything you want to know. What day is the next Fed meeting? When does the Fed talk next? What time is the Fed meeting? I mean, this is less than a 1 second Google. Or you can use ChatGPT and ask them. But people are so lazy. Don't be lazy. I tell you all the time that if you want to see what day somebody's earnings are, you go to their website. You don't go to some other website. Why would, say Yahoo, say you used Yahoo, making it up, or what? Say Google. What date is their website? Why would Google know when their website is? Do you think Google is going to pay somebody to go find out when there's? No. Somebody has a list of things, earnings dates, and they publish it. Doesn't mean it's correct, right? Okay, so let's move forward here. So, will Microsoft guide to Copilot? I don't know. If they're expecting to release this in a month, and let's say they're going to make, I don't know, $2 billion a month, then they're only going to guide up by the $4 billion. If they're going to release it 2 months later, they're only going to guide up by the $2 billion. I don't know when they're going to release it. Very important. Okay, that's the one thing. Now, the second banger on Microsoft, the second one, okay, is going to be cloud. So the cloud has gone down 2-3 quarters in a row. Now, I think it's going to go up 2 or 3 points minimum on NVIDIA. So if the cloud goes up to 28-29% growth, then I think Snow and all the cloud strikes really fly. Okay? Okay, so just know that. So that's a double bang. And then you get the rest of the earnings later in the week. Okay? So then we see. But Microsoft, so you had action on Tesla, bad. You had action on Netflix, bad. You had action on Taiwan Semi, bad. And you had action at SMCI, bad. Yeah, it came back, but it's not great. I mean, if you guide up and you beat by $1, and you guide up by 400 million, you don't go up 20? Jesus. Okay? So now the thing you want to see on Microsoft is if Microsoft guides good and cloud is good and it goes down, then every single thing is going to go down. If Microsoft guides good, if Microsoft guides bad, then everything's going to go down. If it doesn't, everything's back to how it was and everything rips. And then we see. Okay? That's what I know. Okay, let's get going here. SPX up what? It's up 8, 9, 8, 7. 54, 44. 54, 45, 44, 45, 52, 45, 72. Avago, 909, 922 Beast. NVIDIA, 479. It needs 479, but it needs 10 point pop. Then we see the rebalance is done. Maybe the first 5 minutes somebody does it, but outside of that, the rebalance is done. Then we see Lam Research, 662. Meta, 315 earnings this week, 321. Underneath 270 if it's bad. CMG earnings. I like the 2200s, but they're way expensive. Can't pay $20. Okay. Shop up nicely today. Something's up here. 71. UPSC 61. Snowman 182, 191. MDB 422. Carvana needs 51. Coin lower. Let it go lower now. Okay, let it go down to 90. For some reason that the judge or whatever isn't dismissing that lawsuit yet. Interesting. No idea what the court system is going on here. Okay, needs 109, 111 accelerator. Adobe 532. MicroStrategy 472. But really trades on Bitcoin. PanW 252. Zscaler 161. SMCI 316, got right there, couldn't get through Friday. Google up with shop. Isn't that interesting? 122, 126.60. NOW earnings this week, 622. Amazon, 136. Microsoft, 366. Tesla, 251, 232. Needs 272 to sniff it. It's in the 3-week avoid zone. Enphase, 182. Okay, let's go to comments. Questions. Where are we at? Questions. NASDAQ rebalancing is almost done, but smaller industries usually follow. Probably true. That was a great example today. Shop was upgraded by Moffett Nate. Thank you. Okay, so that's what we have. That's what we have. So all about tomorrow. Then we see. Okay? Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.